23rd of June, Rabbi Levitt, Chofetz Chaim.
Okay, good morning. Consider constructive speech as permitted. Kaven, Sha'el, Kol, Ponim, Ain, Mechaveh, La Hernos. As long as Reuven does not intend to divert pleasure, May, Hapagam, Hu, Shehu, Nosain, Vero, from pointing out Shimon's flaw, Rak Lakane mess, and does so solely to uphold the truth and honor of heaven. Ulai Tovos al Yudei Ze to less al Lahadbor, in the hope that his words may yield a future benefit by discouraging sinful behavior. See her, uh, Gaha 352. If the desired constructive result seems improbable, then relating Lashon Hara is forbidden, regardless of Reuven's intention. Of all im who Sha'ar Shabarei Dai Lo Yeshum To Eles. If, however, Reuven surmises that in fact nothing constructive will result from informing others what Shimon did, then he may not speak of it regardless of his intention. Kagon, for example, im ha noachim shehu mesaper lefanehem. If, say, the people Reuben speaks to, gam haim abo'elei horasha, are themselves wrongdoers, shagam haim or shu kamor po'amim k'ro'or hazos la'nisim, who have repeatedly wronged each other in similar manner, below nichshav nehem b'chol, and they are thus the type of people who do not consider Shimon's behavior sinful at all. La'achim ko'alu yi yizoher shehu l'saper kahol bin yor bozeh. Reuven must take care not to share any of the negative information about Shimon with these types of people. Ki milvar shalo yovo shum tu ls misi puro. For aside from the fact that nothing constructive will result from his report, od yuchal litzmo ahor mizeh kilku gadol. Reuben's account may even backfire and lead to a disastrous outcome. Kihem lo yalachu bisap ru dovor zeh lahagal gazalor v'hor hoshake v'hama v'so. For upon hearing Reuven demean Shimon, they may approach the perpetrator, Shimon, who stole and cheated or humiliated another person, and inform him about what Reuven had said to him. Al yod ze'al halau delu telek rechil mechla, and they thereby will violate the negative commandment of do not go as a talebearer among your nation. Thus, in addition to having spoken Lashon Hara about Shimon without legitimate talus, Reuven has caused the listener to violate the prohibition of rechilas. Other disastrous outcomes can result from reporting sin to people who are themselves sinners.
גם על ידי זה רוגל לבוא אחר כך מחלוקת גדולוס. Said that, and in the wake of rechilas, it could cause a big machlokes between the people that the Goslin and the one who related the story to the one that said the rechilas. Fradim chas v'shalom yuchal lavo al yidei zeh inyan malshinus afilu im yushlemu kol hapratim gam kein asur l'saper shum davar. Okay. So, okay.
I'll continue. All right. Other disastrous outcomes can result from reporting someone's sins to people who are themselves sinners. V'gam al yedei zeh rogil
Okay.
achar koch gedulos. Furthermore, through Reuven speaking to evildoers about Shimon's misdeeds, it is common that terrible disputes will ensue. Ufilorot im chas b'shalom. Result of such lashon hara will be particularly disastrous. Heaven forbid. Al yedei zeh le'inyan malashidnos. It leads to the wicked listeners going to the authorities and informing on Shimon. Filu im mo kol eat. Hence, in such a case, even if all of the above conditions are satisfied, gam kain or sur l'sacher l'shum devor, it is still forbidden to relate any information. Back to page 351.
Okay, good. So now we're up to Vada. We're in Sifkat and Dalad. Lou, you want to continue? You have the place?
I'm on 351, but I'm not sure where on the page we are.
The top.
Oh,
Okay, Vida de'ain chiluk b'chol elu ha'piratim. Be aware also that regarding all of these details, there is no difference. Bain im bikesh oso v'nig zal v'ha nizak v'ha mitibayesh. Whether the victim who was robbed, damaged, or humiliated by Shimon explicitly asks Reuven to help. Shedidrosh avuro es hazeko o el bono. If he asked to help recover on his behalf compensation from Shimon for his loss or conciliation for his embarrassment. Olo bikesh, or he did not ask for assistance. Div ofen ha-mutar, for a case in which it is permitted for Reuven to speak of Shimon's misdeeds, i.e., where all 7 conditions are satisfied, who Afilu lo bikesh oso. It is permitted for Reuben to try to help Levi by reporting Shimon's misdeed, even if Levi did not ask him for assistance. V'ofen ha'asur. On the other hand, in a case where it is forbidden for Reuben to speak of Shimon's misdeeds, de hayinu im lo nish lemu hapiratim hanal, due to the absence of some of the required 7 conditions, lo mehani afilu bikesh oso. Then even if Levi directly asks Reuben for his assistance, it does not matter. Bafilu hu kirovo. Even if the victim of Shimon's crime is Reuben's own relative, Gam Kain Asur, it's still prohibited. Uvizeh nich shalin kama anashim ma'od. And many people make a mistake regarding this. She'im nishma lahem she'echad asa likrovo davar ma. When they hear that someone has done something harmful to their relative, af shelo misbarer lahem im hu emes. Then even if they have not determined whether the matter is true, the es sibas hadavar, or whether there was perhaps a valid reason for the matter, Cholchin vigomlin lo takef ra'a avur zeh. They immediately go and retaliate against the alleged offender because of this accusation. B'chashvam ki heim mekaimim bazeh mitzvah, rationalizing that they are fulfilling the mitzvah of umib secha lo sis alam. Do not disregard your relative. The to'in bezeh ta'us gadol. However, they're making a great mistake. He ain chiluk bain karov the rachok the lechach lechol ha dinim hanal. Inasmuch as there is no distinction between a relative and a non-relative in regard to any of the above laws. Shelo ne'amar does not say umib sarcha lo dis alam. Do not disregard your relative. Kedei la'asos isur chas v'sholem, so that one may have license to violate a provision, heaven forbid.
Okay. So main thing that comes out from here is that the person number 1 cannot speak about what person number 2 did to person number 3 unless he satisfies all of the 7 conditions to allow him to relate the information. Doesn't matter whether the person number 2 asked him to speak on his behalf. It doesn't matter whether he's a relative. It's he needs to fulfill all the 7 conditions. Okay. So we're up to Hey. We go back to Roy. Sif Hey. The Imhu Roet.
Should we review those 7 conditions again, or are we okay?
Sure, let's review them. Now, first, you have to know where they can be found. And they could be found in Sif base. Okay, so really a quick review of what it is that we're saying that you need the 7 conditions for. What's the case that we're talking about? That can be found in Sif Aleph. And he says over there, the Chofetz Chaim, if person number 1 sees person number 2 committing a sin to person number 3. Now, this is also important to know. What constitutes a sin to person number 3? It's not enough, apparently, that he offended him, or he hurt his feelings, let's say, but he's got to, or he spoke out of turn to him, or he was rude, even though those things are all, not improper. But the Chofetz Chaim only mentions over here 3 main things: that he stole from him, that he damaged him, or he does say, actually, he says that he was mavayish him, or he caused him. He does say this. Utziaro v'hona oso b'dvorim. He was violated the prohibition of onas devorim. So the common denominator over here is to violate a Torah mandated prohibition. Robbing, damaging, or embarrassing, or causing pain and anguish with his words to another person. And he knows that the matter has not been yet resolved. No delo berberu shelo heshiv lo es agzela velo shilim lo es nizko lo bikesh panav lahavir lo alavono. So even though he's the only one that saw this, he could relate this to other people in order to help the victim get justice over here, or alternatively to denigrate the act of doing such a thing to a fellow Jew. But but he shouldn't have any purpose that he's wishing to have some pleasure as a result of tainting person number 3's reputation. Okay, so that's all in Sif Aleph before we even get to the 7 Tanoim. So now, once we got that all taken care of, then we review the 7 Tanoim in base. Elohim, Sheyiru zeh hadavar ba'atzmo. He has to have seen the theft or the embarrassment and shaming or pain and anguish that was caused or damaged him with his own eyes. Or if he hasn't seen it with his own eyes, he has to make fully sure that it's actually true. what he's heard. That's number one. That's condition number one. Condition number two, shizar ma'od shelo yachlit tekef es ha'inyan b'dato legaz then he has to not jump to conclusions about what he saw. Did he really see something which the Torah prohibits as being one of these prohibitions? For example, maybe the person is just taking back the thing that he owns because the person that he's taking it away from never gave it back to him. It's not really gezel. Number three, before he can relate this lashon hara to other people, he first has to rebuke person number three, and only if person number three disregards his rebuke, then he's fulfilled this third condition over here. Number four, he cannot exaggerate the extent of the sin that was done. Only the facts, with no exaggeration. Number five, that when he relates this information to other people, he has to have a intention for toelis, that there's a benefit that's going to come about, either that through telling these people they're in a position to be able to right the wrong, or to only for the sake of his jealousy for the truth and for Hashem's Torah, that people shouldn't act in this way, but not to enjoy tarnishing the reputation of person number three. Six, if he's not allowed to say this lashon hara to anyone, if he can achieve the desired benefits through other means. Number seven, shelo yisuvav al yedei hasipor hezek. He should be careful that in the people that he tells to, that he should make sure that the people that he's telling to are not going to go and cause more damage to person who did this to person number three, more than what the Beis Din would penalize person number two for doing such a thing. He doesn't deserve, in other words, to be punished more than what the Torah would require him to be punished, based upon the fact that you're going ahead and telling other people that he did this sin to person number three. So only once all of those seven conditions have been fulfilled, so then it'll be permissible to say this lashon hara. Then it'll be lashon hara, which is going to be permitted. Okay. Okay, so now we're up to We're up to Sif Hay now.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. It's Lou's turn.
I just read.
Oh, Lou, okay. Okay, it's Roy's turn.
Ah. The day, be aware. The Chishim, Shiva Sevonu, B'Shem, Haposakim. Just as we wrote above, in the name of the Posakim,
You're in the wrong place, Roy.
oh,
One page further.
Sorry.
When the victim is unaware.
Page 353.
When the sister
353 on the left-hand
Oh,
side.
353. I'm at 253. All right. 350, 353.
Number 5.
Okay. Hey, it's not hey, it's Bob. Right, is it Zion? Well, the 353. Oh. When the victim is unaware. Okay. I've got it. Sorry. V'im hu ro'eh she'achad mispa lashon hara al habara. If Reuben sees Shimon speaking lashon hara against his fellow Levi, gam zehu mikalal avanos shebein adam lechavera. He is in fact observing an act which is included among the Ben Adam lechavera transgressions. For Shimon, says here, is causing harm to Levi by speaking ill of him. The Lokain im yish lamu bo kol haparotim
Aniskala El.
Aniskala El, meaning
all 7 conditions that we mentioned in Sif base.
Hence, if all 7 conditions listed above are satisfied, Yushlamu bo kol hagarasim Mishkael. Hence, what do I do? Hence, if all 7 conditions as above are satisfied, mutar lefarasaim godel ganus hamasaped hazeb livnei adom. It is permitted for Reuven to publicize the extent of Shimon's deprivation. That is, Reuven may now share how Shimon had wronged Levi for the toilers of upholding the honor of heaven by discouraging sinful behavior described above at the beginning of Seif 4.
Okay, so it says mutter lefarsim godel genus hamasaper hazel bnei adam. If he sees if he sees somebody speaking lashon hara about somebody, so if he's fulfilled these 7 conditions, so it would now be permissible for him to relate this to other people, and this would be the toelis would be, like he says, you're relating the impropriety of doing such a thing, that so that will distance people from wanting to speak lashon hara, or even the person himself who's relating it. The Chofetz Chaim said, if it'll help him to strengthen himself not to speak lashon hara by publicizing this, that this other person did such a thing, then that will also be a sufficient toelis, a sufficient benefit. Mo'il rakim bolav hoki gam ken farnis gala davar leish sipur olav. But all this will be to no avail only unless the matter has already been revealed to the one that was being spoken about. Okay, well, we have no more time here. We'll have to stop here, and we'll continue from there.
Anything, Chu?
Because that's interesting, because that means that that would be rechilas, to tell somebody that so-and-so spoke lashon hara about them. Okay, everybody, yashikoyach.
All right, thank you. Have a good Shabbos, everybody. Be well.
Good Shabbos.
And
Roy.
learn well.
Good Shabbos,
you.
Alan. Good Shabbos, Lou.
Okay. Okay. Bye.